Hi, Andrea here. I hope you're doing well. Today, let's talk about my coaching service because I'm publishing a lot of videos with many concepts, ideas, topics here and there. But what is this coaching about? I mean, you have been probably throughout your life, you have done a lot of diets many times. So, probably this concept of coaching, fat loss coaching, it doesn't really work for you in your mind. So let's clarify what it is. So before going into the details, as usual, if you like my videos, please like them on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share them with your family members or friends that might need help with fat loss. And if you need help, please contact me. All right, what is this coaching? Okay, so yes, you're probably thinking, I need to lose weight. I will go on a diet. I will start cutting calories, eating my lean chicken, lots of salad, maybe do some exercise. I'm done. Well, so if you have watched some of my videos, or if you look at your past, probably you understand that that approach doesn't really work. It doesn't work in the long term. So you need to change your mindset, and you need to accept the fact that weight loss is about changing your habits. Okay, it's not about doing some short-term thing to just burn some fat. No, it's a journey. You need to embark on a journey to change your habits and to change your lifestyle, really. So you need to understand many concepts that are some new, some even opposite or very far from what you have been taught and you understood in all your life. And this requires time. It requires time, and it requires you to study. You need to study. You need to open your mind to new information. You need to study and then develop a plan, a step-by-step plan that you can follow for the long term. When you understand all of the things and you go through a few steps, you will understand that actually losing weight and maintaining it is actually quite easy. But getting there is not that easy. So that's why I created this coaching practice, this coaching thing, because I understood that people need help. You need somebody to guide you through those steps, at least the initial steps. And then after a while, you can go on your own. But in practice, let me explain just very quickly how it works practically. How does it work? So usually we have a first info session. I will explain you basically everything, how it works and the concepts, etc., so that you can wrap your head around this whole thing. Then, if you finally decide to jump in and try this coaching service, then here's what happens. We will have a first meeting in which I will do a first assessment. And the assessment, basically, we will go through your history. I will try to understand what is your history related to fat loss, weight management, diets, etc. What is your relationship with food? And then we will document exactly what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, your level of activity, and all those things. So we will create a baseline of you, mapping it to my framework. So when you eat, what you eat, and exercise, and your habits. So once we have that in mind, then we can discuss, in that first assessment, we can discuss the first step together. So there are a number of things that we can do in all those areas: the when you eat, the what you eat, the exercise, and all the habits. I have broken down all those buckets in little steps. And so we can decide together, we discuss, and we say, okay, this first week, focus on this. And usually, we only focus on one little step. Very easy. It's not like, oh, now you fast 24 hours. Forget about that. That's not possible. So it's always very small step. An example could be, this first week, remove all the snacks. Or depending who you are, if you are a heavy snacker, so you have the 3 meals a day plus snacking all the time, it could be that we remove the snacks after dinner. So after dinner you stop, you don't eat anything until the breakfast. So anyway, we discussed the first step, and then we meet every week, and every week we go over the week before. So we discuss what went well, what did not go so well, and what was difficult, etc., etc. And then we discuss the next step. And in the context of that meeting, we will also discuss 1 or 2 topics related to all the new information that you have to acquire in all the buckets: the when, the what, so the when you eat, the what you eat, the exercise, and the habits. And all those little things are actually in my videos. So we will go deep. We will go deep at every session in some topics, 1, 2, 3 topics per session, depending on how deep those are. And so you can ask questions, we can exchange ideas and make examples and personalize it for you. And all those concepts, usually, you will be able to rationally understand initially. But because you have not experienced them in your body, then it will be a shallow understanding. And some of those concepts, for example, how all the metabolism of sugars and proteins and fats and the difference between glucose and fructose and all those things, they're actually a lot. It's a lot of information. So many times you will understand maybe half or a quarter, or you will retain pieces of that information. But then week after week we will repeat those things, and then I will point you to some other videos, so you will start watching other sources of information, and so you will make the connections. And then all of a sudden, after a few months, things will start clicking. Boom, boom, boom. It's like a puzzle coming together. Week by week I will add little pieces of the puzzle. Sometimes they will not connect to each other, but then after a while you hear somebody else talking about it, you will experience it yourself, and then all of a sudden those 2 pieces, 3 pieces, boom, will come together, and it will be a big discovery. So that is basically what the coaching service is about. It is not really about weight loss. It's funny to say, because that is actually your goal. But my goal as a coach, it's not really that. As I said in one of my recent videos, the focus on weight loss is misplaced. If you focus on weight loss, you will fail. You need to focus on long-term habits. So that is the focus of the coaching sessions. And week after week, you will learn those habits slowly, step by step, one at a time. You will build a new lifestyle very slowly, one step at a time. There is no rush. And then, after a while, you will discover that your fat will melt away. And it will be an incredible discovery. All of a sudden, all that weight that you were not able to remove in so many years, it will go away magically. It's incredible. So lastly, maybe you might be asking yourself, but how much time will it take? Well, that really depends. That really depends on you. Where is your starting point? I would say that if you're not huge, so if you are slightly overweight, not obese yet, and you don't eat a lot of processed foods, you eat some, but not a lot. So if you are in that category, maybe 3 months, 4 months could be enough to get to a point where you understand everything and you can keep going on your own. It doesn't mean that you're done. It means that you have all the information, you have acquired many of the habits, and you understood how to work on yourself and how to iterate and go on. If you are obese, if you are very big, if you eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of fries, if you still drink a lot of protein shakes, if you are like convinced of the calories in, calories out, that you have to do exercise and you have to eat low fat. So if you are really deep in that and you are really, really big, so maybe it will take longer, probably 6 months, 8 months. It really depends. But no matter what, if you start and if you start adding pieces one at a time, it will happen. It will happen. Maybe slowly, slower than you expect, because usually with the diet, the expectation is I need to lose 30 pounds in, I don't know, a month. Not possible. Forget about that. Consider losing on average maybe 5 pounds a month. It depends. Some months could be 2, 3, 8, whatever. But that again doesn't really matter. Just focus on your habits. That will make the difference and will enable you to manage your weight forever. All right, I hope this talk was useful. I really think that you should consider this coaching thing. It is kind of a weird concept for us because, yes, you know how to diet and you probably are thinking, oh, I can do it by myself. But if you're still here, packing up weight year after year, being on and off diets, you need help. You need help, and I can help you. All right? I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.